I'm good and fabulous. What's about you?
Yeah, thank you for asking. I'm doing good, and I have not taken any session today because I was quite frustrated that I did some session and I was not getting video. So, but still, I thought let's do a session and again see maybe I will get, and you know the reason why it's happening. Okay, so I
Yeah,
think we are
recently
meeting.
I had, sorry to cut you. Actually, I had a session recently with one lady. She's also a YouTuber. She also
Mhm.
told or spoke like you that she had a conversation, two or three people. She tried, but she didn't get video.
Yeah, it's happening. It's happening because the Skype is not going to be available since May starting. That is why, yeah.
Hmm.
So,
Okay,
ma'am,
okay.
since we are meeting for the very first time, I would love if you would tell me something about.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so my name is Khushbu Rana. It is my documented name, and I'm from Delhi. I born and raised here itself, and I'm talking about my education. I'm postgraduate. I have done post graduation, and nowadays I'm learning this language. And a part of this, I'm also running one YouTube channel. And yes, that's all about me. Thank you.
Okay, okay, okay. Very nice introduction. Okay, so I should also give, or maybe you know about
Yeah,
me
yeah, it is.
somehow if you have watched.
Yes, yes,
Okay,
please, please.
okay, okay. Thank you. My name is Shravan Madhesya, as you can see on the display, and I'm connecting to you from Gorakhpur city, Uttar Pradesh. As far as my education is concerned, currently I'm pursuing my master's in computer application. Apart from these, sometimes I love session doing. I love talking with the people, watching podcasts. These all are my hobbies that I do in my leisure time. So that's a little bit about me. Yeah. Oh,
Okay, that's great. Okay, you are miss right now. You are a student. You are a person. You are study or have done.
yes, yes. I'm pursuing my master's, and currently I'm in the first year. I have just given my, the semester examination. It was the odd semester, so I just got a 10 days break. We all know that after a semester exam, we get some time for refreshing or for whatsoever the reason. I got some days for free, so I was just following my passion. Following my passion, meaning doing session is something that I love to do, and that is why I have created that channel so that I can talk to the people and work on my communication skill so that I can improve it. But somehow I was not getting time enough to do practice, and that is why I'm not very consistent on the YouTube channel. Even though I have uploaded around 120 videos, but I do not have people, really good people who follow me, who subscribe me. But it doesn't matter for me because I'm working on my communication skill, and whenever people would like, they would follow me, they would like my videos or whatever. But for me, the main agenda is that whether I'm improving or not, and also I can watch my videos whenever I want to watch. That's the main agenda, that why I do session with people. Okay, so in the same way, if I would ask you that how long you have been learning and what is your agenda of learning this language.
Okay, how long I have been learning this language or
Yes,
creating
and
my YouTube
what
channel?
is your agenda? Yeah, no, no, what is your agenda to learn this language? I mean, why do
Okay,
you want to
what
learn?
is my agenda? The of course the reason is same that everybody wants to grow in their life. That's actually the reason. In this language we are talking about this language. It is compulsion nowadays. Everybody wants to grow in our life. So the same reason because what happened, I used to do work in a bank sector when I was not married. After getting married, I didn't do work. Okay, but now I want to do something in an appropriate manner. I really want to resume my career. That's actually the reason I'm learning. I started to learn this language. It's been a 9 or 10 months, and I'm still into a pipeline to get fluency, and day by day I'm improving. I'm trying to connect with people, and I know where we are lacking because we are educated enough but we didn't get that environment, and we are not surrounded by people who are good at this language. That is actually a reason still we are doing effort to get fluency, even though we forget about that it is also a language like our other languages. So but while people are talking about we miss English, so they are thinking, oh my God, English is like kind of the taboo thing, and I don't know why they are afraid about to learn this language. No, it is not. I know that this is not kind of the low hanging fruit for everyone. But if you do effort, you get fluency and you get whatever you want. So there are many more platforms nowadays open, and we should do effort in a right direction. My
Yeah,
agenda
absolutely.
is
I agree with
actually
you. Yeah.
Yeah, I also want to means do a job and do get success in life. That's why I'm learning this language.
Okay, absolutely. Everybody just want, the growth in their life. That's why they are learning something, and that's why they are, making effort in something. And I absolutely agree with you with the fact that you said that fluency is something that we are learning, and we all are well educated. We all have learned the basics fundamental of, the grammar, English and all, so that we can speak English. But somehow, India is not a place where English is widely spoken, where people, love to speak their regional language. So that is also the one reason we are not able to speak English. Everywhere in our vicinity, in our surroundings, we people speak their local languages, so that's also the one reason. And if even if we go to the school, college, even though in the English school, I have seen people, student, they speak Hindi language. Only
Yes,
the English
there
as
are
a
many
subject,
more.
yeah, we
Yeah,
have
yeah.
been
I
taught
want
in
to add.
English.
Yeah, I want to add one thing here that you spoke about the people who are from vernacular medium and as well as from English medium. I have seen a lots of people who have done their study from English medium from a convent. Even though still they are lacking, still they are not able to speak in this language fluently. Why? Because they are not focusing on the language. They didn't learn this language as a language. They, I think, must have learned this language, English, as a subject. So we also learned like the same. There are people, even though I want to give up an example, there is one YouTuber. She is from vernacular medium. She has done all study from Hindi medium. Now she has a fabulous command on this language, this English, and she is capable enough to speak like a native speaker. Okay, so how she has done this? She has done due to this effort, her efforts. She is doing, and she has been talking with people since 2 years and 2.5 years or more than that. And she has created environment in her house also. She has two kids, and they all both are capable enough to speak in English very fluently. Okay, and she has told me, she has said to me that how I created an environment for myself, even though when she is post graduate and she has done all schooling, all college from a Hindi medium. Okay, and while you are talking with her, you can't imagine that she has done her study from a Hindi medium. And even though there is one another example also, I met with one guy. Okay, he was from English medium. He has done all his study from medium, and still he is lacking in to speak in this language because he is not focusing. He is not determined about to learn this language. That is actually a reason. So this is not all about that you are from English medium or you are from Hindi medium or vernacular medium, so you can't able to speak or you can able to speak. I think it is all about the efforts, how much you are deliberately doing anything. Okay, you want to learn, so you can learn. If you don't want to learn, you can't learn.
Absolutely amazing. I mean, I totally agree with your statement, and you have given the bold statement that the people, they have gone through the English medium school, but still they are not able to speak English as a language because they are learning it as a subject, which is also again the most important thing, that we don't believe as a kid that, I have seen, you have also have seen like a lot of people, coming from the villages, or maybe they have not have that kind of environment where they can learn tenses, different phrases and all, but they are able to speak wonderful English. Why? Because they have created an environment, and now environment could be anything. Maybe they are speaking with their self, they are doing self talk, they are recording videos on the mobile phone while talking to somebody. So this is the one of the most important thing that I think we need to understand, that learning a language, for learning a language we should just only create environment. That's how we can learn. Even though, I don't hold any kind of degree or something like that, that I can tell something about a language, but still, if I am able to speak a little bit, so I can say about my experiences that when we create environment, like how we can create environment, let's go to the deep. For creating an environment, we don't need anything special. With the scientific proof, we all know that, reading, writing, speaking, and listening, these are the four skills that you need to know to be better at a language. So just create environment. For listening, you can just follow social media, you can follow some series, English series. There are very good series who are very simple in language, like there are many like dramatize and English series with subtitle, or any movie, any songs in English. Like this, we have to first create environment like this. Okay, for reading, you can just prefer any English book for your kids. For you can just prefer self-help book. These are very simple in language, right? Self-help book are very very simple in language, so that we can learn and just we can gain some vocabulary as well. Later we can navigate through it, that whether we want to improve our level or not. Again, these are the most important things: listening and speaking. Okay, reading we can do by the book. That's how we can learn. That's very simple, I'm not saying that, because I am able to speak. I'm also from a Hindi medium background. Till my graduation I did everything in the Hindi medium. Even though currently I'm pursuing my master, I have to write answer in English language, but my teacher just they teach us in Hindi language. Yeah, like there is a concept, suppose what is pipelining, so they teach me pipelining in Hindi, in the Hindi language. That's crazy. I mean, so that's how we have to understand that still why they are not able to speak, or maybe why people are not able to speak, because they are not learning it with being practical. You have to be pragmatic when it comes to learn language. People in abroad, people in foreign country, their kids, maybe they since they are taking birth on this earth, they're able to speak the language because they have just gained the environment through their parents, through the surroundings of speaking English language, right? So I can totally agree with you, because nobody have ever said so boldly that you said that the people are not able to speak because they are learning it as a subject. So absolutely amazing. So what do you do to improve your fluency, rather than doing practice with people?
Actually, according to me, the consuming things are really important. So there are four pillars. We all aware about that: reading, writing, speaking, and listening. Okay, but I think for a speaking, if you are not going to open your mouth, how can you able to speak? It is not possible. So you should try to speak at first day of the speaking. Doesn't matter if you are speaking in a wrong day. Doesn't matter. It is language, and by the passing time, you can improve. Day by day you will improve. How? Because your muscles will ready to speak in this language, your tongue will ready to speak in this language. While you are speaking in front of people, you are not feeling tongue tied. Your mind will not think about the word, how to assemble the sentences. So it is really needed to try to speak first. I think everybody should use this trick. You should start to speak, even though nowadays means not nowadays. Everyone, we people has some kind of the problem, or we can say that we are hesitate to speak in front of people. We don't want to communicate with people who not in English language. Why? Because we are thinking if I made some mistake at front of people, they made on me laugh, and they are going to judgment on me. They are going to give judgment on me. So it is not me. Yeah, it could be happen in initial stage. It would be happen, but you are not thinking about to make mistake and miss your policies. Of course you should work on your fluency, because you are learning any language, you are learning something. So people have a kind of the things, if you want to do something, so they always wants to give some negative comment. No need to think about their opinion, because you are working on yourself. Okay, once you got whatever you want, so they will appreciate you. They will appreciate, oh, I know that you will do something in a good in manner in your life. We were aware about that. So people are like that. Okay, you should try to means speak. Another thing, you should try to learn this language as a toddler. Like if you have a kid, or when you we were a kid at that time, how we used to read and write. We used to read and write. We means we went in a school, and that time first we learned a alphabets, and the one two three. So in this language also we should treat us like a toddler. We can start by watching Hindi means English cartoons, which is made for which is make for our kids and for toddlers. It is kind of the easy language, and it is quite understandable if you are going to listen and watch it. So you will adapt lots of things from the cartoons, and as well as from the stories, kids stories especially. Okay, after that you can jump on another things also. First of all, you should work on your base, and reading, writing. Yeah, these are also necessary.
Yeah, absolutely. I have often seen, the story in English language, small stories, because when we, watch small stories in English language, that's generate a lot of ideas, that gives us a lot of vocabulary. At the same times, gives us sentence structure to frame in our mind, and just how we can understand that how the pattern are working while speaking. So this really helps to generate and develop our thoughts regarding English language, like how we can just speak and frame. So first of all, I think we also need to listen a lot. I mean, listening is the most important things, and that's how people are weak at output in the sense when they are speaking, that this is output. So for making our output better, I think we should work on our input. As you said that we are lacking with the input, that we are not having the content, the required content in our mind while speaking. So for that, what do you do? I mean, just have you ever gone through that you are lacking with thoughts? So at that very moment, how you generate instantly any thought to speak? I mean, it happens with everybody. I'm just asking you when you feel like that
The
you don't have any
content.
words. You, yeah. What do you do
The
at that very
content is
moment?
really content
Hmm.
is really required, and I am also doing the same thing. I am listening. I have been listening since a long time. Even though when I was not practicing to speaking, that time I also used to do, or not used to do, I still doing. I have been following the listening thing a lot. I'm watching content. I have been watching content on a YouTube, on a various of the platform, Netflix, and I try to immerse myself fully. And yeah, it is really fruitful because still remember, well, I was not in a English learning journey at that time. I have been consuming a lot from a series, from English cartoon. Okay, I'll give you one example. um, uh, the 2 years ago, I think, there were one song that was a rhyme. Okay, that was a rhyme played for our kids, toddler especially. And the rhyme was like that poor little monkey jumping on the bed. Okay, that was a rhyme. Okay, I heard. And that because your subconscious mind adapting whatever running and going on in your surrounding. Okay, so I adapted one new word from that rhyme also. That was a bumped, bumped. Okay, I was not aware about that, what's the meaning of that. And after that I was thinking about, okay, what's the meaning of the bumped. So one fell down, bumped on the head. Okay, so I was thinking about what's the meaning of the bump. I do Google, and after that immediately I got to know that okay, bump means in Hindi takrana. Okay, I was thinking, oh my god, how much informative the rhymes would be if you are immerse yourself. So that's why I told you
Ah,
initial. If you
yeah.
are in initial stage, you are going to means start your journey from a scratch. You should treat yourself like a toddler. That you are a toddler because we are a toddler in this language. Definitely, we are not. Means there are people who spoke about that. Oh, how can I means see cartoons? It would be not my genre. It is not my genre. Oh my god, how can you think like that? Because there are stories and we people are really if we are saying that we are not liking to watch or hearing a story, so it could be possible. So whatever your genre is, you should choose that. Like you can choose songs for yourself, you can choose cartoons, you can choose stories, you can choose series, whatever is your interest. You should choose your interest according to your interest. So my means if I'm giving my example, so I try to adapt the vocab and sentences from every side.
Yes.
Means
Yes, same. I also do. I also do. I watch videos. I mean, the most videos that I watch is of the journalist Palki Sharma. If you know, he's really very good at English.
yeah,
The
yeah,
way she
yeah,
speaks is
I'm really
amazing.
admiring her. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, her way of speaking is really commendable.
Yes, and the study I was watching a video on the YouTube channel. I don't prefer, to be very honest, I don't prefer Netflix and all because that's a very time-taking things. So that's
Time.
that's how I prefer YouTube to watch videos, or it could be podcast or anything like that.